welcome back to the Director of Football non-league to legend save that we're doing. And yeah, summer's not been great. At the end of the last episode, I did say I wouldn't mind if he brought more. No, what way did I say it? I didn't mind if the Director of Football had more non-contract players, maybe, or signed more non-contract players. What he did was not quite what I meant, but yeah. So as you can see, wage budget is fine. We're way under. We're like half what we could be spending. So all good. Suddenly the club loves me. Fantastic club finances. Unfortunately, we spent the majority of the start of the transfer window with an embargo. So players were leaving or talking about leaving, but we couldn't bring anyone in to replace them. And it's only within the last 2 weeks, I think, that we've been able to actually start signing players again. This being a Director of Football save, every time another club comes in for a player, the Director of Football just says, no, it's fine, you can have him. We're not going to push it. We're not going to push trying to buy him. So yeah, like I said, wage budget on point now. He did sign a couple of players to contracts. My driver's need an update. I'll have a picked right then to do it. I've been... anyway. So, we start with the transfers. So, there's a loan for a winger/striker. I haven't looked at him yet. It's waiting for him to actually decide if he's going to sign on loan till the end of the season. It's not bad. Not really... Well, I suppose, yeah, we could do with players. So, so far, brought in Michael Tate. Looks like a decent striker. They say he has 5-star potential, paying him 300 quid a week. Used to play for Aston Villa, was released, so at least he's, good, hopefully. We lost Billy Clifford to Telford. There was, I think, 12 offers from clubs came in, and for some reason he decided to stay in non-league and went to non-league North and went to Telford. Adam Ranson is one of the more annoying ones because the Director of Football offered him a contract of a non-contract after paying him 300 a week last season. I was like, okay, that's fine. Non-contract, I can deal with it. Meh. It could be worse. We could have completely lost him. A couple of days later, he just ups and leaves. Goes straight off to Solihull Moors. Not ideal. And then we get to released players, and he's basically released the majority of pretty much everyone I had on the transfer list got released. Just had it's understandable. It's fine. I didn't want those players anyway. What's happened now is we don't have any players, so I'm in a situation where we're in trouble because we did have 6 loan players last season. We currently have none. So the squad now looks like this. I have 3 under 16-year-olds on my bench because without them I have 2 subs. Contracts he did renew were Little, gave him a non-contract. He offered Diamond a contract while he was still at Kensington. Yeah, where was he? Kingstonian. Offered him a contract before he came back. Turns out he's better now because of how crap our team has gotten. Garnett is still on his non-contract, but now he's wanted. Little also, the second he offered him a non-contract, was instantly wanted by 2 or 3 League 2 teams, and now Bristol Rovers are still in for him. Offered Armani a contract. Gave Jordan Parks a contract. Kevin Cotter is still here. Sanchez Watt signed a contract. He signed Philip Roberts to a non-contract, so he's wanted by Welling. Brought in Michael Tate. Danny Boneless. He had interest, but they have cooled off now. Like I said, the 3 16-year-olds that I was looking at last season as being decent players are now on my bench. And we still have Carl Oliade because he's still on a non-contract. Nobody wants him. And to be fair, why would you when he scored 1 goal in 18 games? He's been on form so far in pre-season with 6 appearances and 7 goals. But it would be ideal to get, depth and players and maybe at least one centre-back, because at the minute we're playing a midfielder in centre-back and I'm having to play a really bad midfielder in midfield, and my backup centre-back is 16 and he's not good. Like, look at this, 5'5". He has good jumping reach, but he's terrible at heading. He's good tackling, and he really wants to work for the team. But other than that, he could end up getting a lot of games. Adrian Flack is one I'm not too worried about. I think that he could probably just come into the squad and, be a good player to have. So that's fine. We have a left back as well who's pretty decent. Bowler. Yeah, Bowler. We've Declan Rees, who's a good striker and a good wing option. We have McCulloch, who's a good wing option. Gary Quinn, who you saw last season, is a decent striker option. Just saw my cues. Matt Turner is a good left midfield option. Robert Adams is on my bench. Liam Williams. This shows just how bad the times have gotten. That Liam Williams, when he joined, was 2 grey star, 3 star potential, but I think 1.5 of those stars were black. Now he's a 3.5 star potential player. So, and we're about to play our first game of the season against St. Albans. So, a team we couldn't beat last season with a good squad. So, I don't know if what can I change? Do I want to start Tate because his match sharpness is pretty low? But yeah, I know he's going to struggle, but it's fine. So, one thing I did forget to show you, actually, I'll show you now because I just thought of it. Okay. Is the media prediction. So when it came up first, we were predicted to finish 5th. Then all our loan players went back and it went to 12th, I think. And now it's it was 22nd. So we've moved up. They reckon we're going to do better than Salisbury. Yeah. So, unless, a morale boost. We owe him. Revenge. Unless he brings in a haroom of players, we're in serious trouble. Bit of a surprise. I picked my 11. I have 13 players. So they pretty much picked themselves. Like I said, the only players on the bench that I look at and I go, do you know, they could come on and maybe do something, would be Oliade and Flack. I think Flack is not too far off Nzuzi. But it's not ideal. This is I suppose the fun of the director of football. He also gave himself a contract. Well, the chairman gave him a contract. He rejected it, and I thought, okay, that's fine. We'll Connor. When he refused the first contract, I thought, that's fine. We get a new director of football. Maybe that director of football will actually do something. No, the chairman was adamant that we were keeping Turner. So he offered him a bigger contract with more money. So we and then he brought in an under-18s manager and then an under-18s assistant manager, and he brought in an under-23 assistant manager. We don't have any players in the under-23s because we have no players. So everyone who can play is playing. Parks over to Armani. Good stop by the keeper, but at least the players are trying. We haven't changed the system because it worked last season. We have a good few players that are capable of playing it. Like the majority of the players that are starting today played in the system last season. So I'm not overly worried about that. It is just a case of, if we pick up an injury, we're in trouble. Tate on his debut. Maybe this team is significantly better than what we had last season. I just don't realize it yet. Yeah, we're supposed to reach playoffs. We're also supposed to reach the first round of the cup. I'll show you all that actually. But I thought, we'll get playoffs no problem. And then nobody wanted to sign contracts. Nobody, he offered, the players he was offering to bring in were offside. The players he was looking to bring in were all Ryman League, and they were all really low amateur leagues, but nobody wanted to sign for us because other clubs were coming in for them. And I was sitting here going, I really want to intervene and bring somebody in that's going to be able to help. I don't have a left back. I don't have a left back on the bench. So he might just have to suffer on until at least half-time. And I'll figure something out then from half-time. Might put in Zuzi on the left and bring on Flack. Because like I said, Flack is the one that I kind of trust. Weirdly enough. I won't say anything actually because we're so close to half-time. Might as well just leave Matt. But Roberts is doing well. But Sanchez is doing his normal thing of playing meh. The biggest issue with the players that I have brought up, I think I said it in the last video. None of them, apart from I think Mike Hughes, is the only one that has any bit of determination. So keep it up, lads. You're doing fantastic. Your conditioning's not a potential lower leg injury. If it was a broken leg, he'd be off now. So he can just hang on for a little while. Because I could put Parks there, but then who do I bring? I have to bring on Adams then. Or I could put in Zuzi. I could put. I'm looking at all these players and I'm like, I could put. Oh wait, no, I can't, because Parks can play left back. So I could put Parks to left back, and then give Adams his debut. If we score another one, I'll take him off. No, I'm gonna have to take him off because he's my only left back. If we end up breaking him, we'll be in trouble. Yeah, you can still play left back, can't you? You can. Robert Adams, welcome to your debut. I think I'm training you to be a deep line playmaker, aren't I? Yeah, you're learning to be a deep line playmaker because you've good passing. So that's what you're going to do today. What am I training you to do? Or am I training you to do? No, the under 18s coach is clearly doing that. And Zuzi is tired as well. Okay. I really shouldn't have done that right before a corner, but okay. It's actually not going terribly. Maybe Turner is a genius and I'm the one that has no idea what I'm doing. I bring Flack on for his debut. And is there anyone else that is super tired? I kind of want to bring Hughes on. Is there anyone playing badly? No. Mike Hughes, welcome to non-league. I have three 16-year-olds on the pitch. We're only up by 2. If I praise them. Okay, they're fired up. Yes! Come on, lads. I can't believe Cotter scored. Little over to Parks, who must be furious that he's playing at left back again. Cotter, what are you doing? Okay, they've gone all the way back. That's fine. Flack up to Roberts. Back to Armani. Cross to Cotter. Over to Roberts. Adams just leaves the ball behind him. Tate, 2 on his debut. Yes! Adams' debut with the assist. 16-year-olds. It's like PewDiePie's 9-year-old army. Mine are the 16-year-old army. He didn't even kick it in the replay. What? FM, what? I'll give him a bit more praise. Go on, lads. You're doing fantastic. I'm mind blown that we could even. Oh, if we score a 4th, that would be disgusting. Tate hat-trick! Oh, yes! I almost didn't even start him because of his match sharpness. But, oh, yes! This is ridiculous. What? Oh my god. I can't believe we've 3 16-year-olds on the pitch. 2 of them are in my back 4. Oh, go on, Adams. Beast of a player. I'm terrified as well to bring players up from the under 19s. Because if I do, the director of football might look at it and go, well, you have 3 centre-backs, you're fine. Or you've got like 7 midfielders, you're fine. I'm just like, do we though? Do we? I actually can't believe that. Yeah, lads, you were fantastic. Very nice victory. Well done. So 6.8, 6.8, and Robert Adams he got an assist. How did he not get anything higher than a 6.8? I really hope Aki's injury isn't too bad, because if it is, we're top of the league. We're top of the league. That's only 3 days. Alright, that's not too bad. I ain't gonna set a nickname for him because I keep calling him Aki, so yeah, you should be super disappointed. One journalist shows up. Bragging rights. Yeah, they beat us twice last year. Fans were magnificent. Massive momentum. Extra incentive. Faultless. Tremendous. All the keywords you want. Fantastic. Yeah, we definitely need to do some business. Yeah, we're after him, and Tate. Oh, superb in front of goal. Yeah. 50% of his shots were on target. So so what I will do is I'll bring you back in for the slow game, and I'll update you on any transfers that are made. The Jack Barham should be done by the time you're back. There might be some more. So be back in a second, fellers. Okay, so now we're back for the slow game. I was looking at it. Slow played like 2 days ago, so they're not getting a whole heap of rest at the very beginning of the season. So hopefully we can take advantage of that. And yeah, I don't think there's no real reason to make a change, I suppose. Although Aki is a bit. Do I take Aki off? and put Parks at left back and bring Adams on, because or maybe I just played the two of them as central midfielders and we'll worry about... No, I can't. I can't play two central midfielders for an important game. The transfer for that striker, whose name I've forgotten, hasn't gone through yet. So we are still waiting on getting our... I suppose he'll probably be... Well, they're saying that he's going to be a starting striker, but I don't know. I haven't looked at him, so I don't know what his stats look like. I don't know what his position or his favoured position up front is. He might end up becoming the new Ali Eady and sitting on the bench for the season if he's lucky. Yeah, I'm very surprised how well this is going so far. Adams is with the ball. Not a great pass, but it's okay. It goes out to Armani from distance. I think that was probably meant to be a cross. It's slow, or just trying to get the ball out, but Cotter. Oh, Adams, cheeky. Back to Adams. Beautiful pass to Armani. Whips it in. Roberts. Just over. Before I go any further, I haven't actually looked to see. You're not really you've good determination though. Oh, I did not realise that. Okay. Continue about your business. What's going to get himself sent off? Oh my god. Now what do we do? I think we set Parks to just attack and do what he wants to do, and I'm just going to change you because your passing is not good enough. Well, you're not playing particularly well in your position. I need to figure out now what I'm going to do to change this. I could swap Armani to the left side, put Roberts as an inside forward on the right, and just leave Tate up front by himself. Like, get creative. Come on. Parks. Terrible throw. But I suppose he's not actually a left back, so... Armani runs back with Little, grabs it out of the air. Never in doubt. I'm actually going to change the formation to pop Armani over here. You're not very good as a player on the left, but that is fine. Yeah, that's acceptable. Aki is probably going to have to come off the bench for some bit of the game at least. Cotter whips it forward. Tate just chases after, but slow clear it. That was a bit of a strange pass, but alright. Goes to nobody but Newton. Just pinged all over the place. Maybe the first game was pure luck. Yeah, we're still going to change. Come on, I want more. Yeah, Parks is not playing well at left back. Oh, he's offside. The game was all glitchy and laggy. How far offside was he? He looked way more... That line's wrong. He looked way more offside than that. We should be taking advantage of the fact that they are so much more tired than we are. Like, their conditioning is way lower. Yeah, Jordan Parks has not had a good time because he's playing in the wrong position. Show a bit of desire, come on. Yeah. And I'll bring Aki on. What do you like as a left midfielder? No. Okay. That is fine. I think that's the only substitution I want to make for now. Poor Cotter scored in the first game and gets substituted off at halftime ahead of the young guy who only made his debut in the last game. Come on, I want more. The striker's not playing well. Roberts isn't playing well. Armani's not playing well. And Zuzi's not playing well. But Little clutches it out of the air. That could be Nzuzi's last touch because Flack is going to come on for him. Up to Roberts. Roberts does his man. Whips in the cross. To nobody. Garnett, on the yellow, but still does the business. Armani up to Tate. Tate's a goal machine so far. Hopefully he can keep this up for the rest of the season. 4 goals in 2 games. Hopefully we can... we injured one of their players. What? Potential foot injury. Aki to Adams. Parks. Whips it out to Armani. With the cross. Tate. Back to Parks. Ooh. Roberts is still not playing well. We don't really have anybody who can come on for him, do we? Like, I know Tate's just out and out striker. Not really. Not without... I could take Armani off and bring on Mike Hughes and play him at centre back. Because you are not good at central midfield, but... do I want to do a 5-2-2? I think I do. Roberts is playing worse, but... Actually, you can stay on defend. Put you as stopper. Move Tate back over here. Put Roberts back alongside him. Yeah. Diamond, Garnet, Diamond. I don't know if it's Diamond or Diamond. Kind of feel like saying Diamond sounds cooler. Oh, that was a let off. Might be having shots, but they're off in long range, and Diamond's been said, Armani was playing at left back or centre back. We're down to 9. We're down to 9. Okay. We're still going to play attacking football. I still want to try and win the game. So get creative. We're going to be without 2 players for the next game. And there's 5 minutes of added time. So there's plenty of time for someone else to get sent off. Go on, Hughes. He's so aware. Garnett. Out to Roberts. Pings the ball onto himself, but doesn't get there. They back pass. Tate chases down, but doesn't get there. Slower on the break again. I don't like where this is going. I feel like this is going to be a sending off. No, it is. It's a penalty. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Come on, Little. Wrong way. It's the good old Tony Pulis ball when we're losing. Attacking with the hour, it's going to go super narrow. Try and ping it over the top. And yeah, we defend wider. Okay. We have 4 minutes. Curtis MacDonald, first goal of the season. The left back scores the penalty. Push forward. Jason Aki. Adams. That was a terrible pass. Somebody, please. Somebody. Why are you running away from the ball? Hughes, why did you run away from the ball? Go on, Flack. No, we lost this. Okay, so this is more what I was expecting to happen. Us to lose. I didn't think we were going to get 2 sending offs. How many bookings is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to get fined as well. It's a game we should be winning. I can't believe Sanchez, 12 minutes into the game, gets a straight red card. Banned for 1 match. Just going to issue a little warning. He accepts that. That's fine. Probably justifies. We'll issue a warning. I'm not going to appeal against it. So let's have a look and see when we're going to be coming back, and hopefully there'll be some signings to fill you in on. So we might just jump ahead a couple of games, maybe get into September, play either Torquay and whatever the FA Cup second qualifying round team we get, or we play them in Welling. We play the cup game regardless. It's just a case of which team we play on either side. Is the important part. So yeah, that to be honest, that wasn't as bad as I was expecting, seeing as how we beat St Albans 4-0 and then only got beaten by 1 against Slough. So yeah, I'm obviously not going to say, oh, this is fine, we're going to win the game now, or the league, but maybe we're not going to struggle quite as much as I expected. But anyway, if you did enjoy, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!